What's up YouTube? This is BlueShort001 and I'm going to explain to you guys today how this deck works. The deck is mainly focused on this guy. This guy right here always gives you a +1, okay? He comes back from the graveyard however he gets destroyed, doesn't matter whether it's by battle or if it's by effect, he gets destroyed and goes to the graveyard. The opponent takes 800 damage. It might not seem like a lot, but when you're running a card like Volcanic Counter, which is basically whenever you take damage, the opponent takes the same amount of damage that you took. Imagine if you had two of these in the graveyard, both of them get removed at the same time, dealing the opponent twice the damage that you took. Now on top of that, I'm running the Flamevale engine with 3 Fire Dogs into Flamevale Magicians, which are really easy to bring back with Rekindling. 2 Lone Fire Blossoms just because they're plants and they're also fires. As you can see, I run a lot of fires in here just for these volcanic counters. On top of that, I run 2 Lava Golems. This card is very good against Gladiator Beasts. The opponent has 2 Gladiator Beasts on the field, drop this guy, and he either has to Book of Moon it or he has to use a bottomless trap hole. Then 2 Dandelions. These guys are very good just for tokens and +2s basically. A Gorz. You need a Gorz in pretty much any deck. Now let's move on to the spells. Barrel from a Different Dimension. It's at 1, but that's good enough. I can still get back some Volcanic Counters. I can get back a plant. And let's move on to Rekindling. Rekindling is basically an OTK piece. I can bring out 3, 4, 5 Flamevales, bring them out and just go in for game. Card Destruction, because I want my hand in the graveyard. Hand Destruction, again, my hand in the graveyard. Trade-in works great with the Phoenician clusters and also works great with the Lava Golems just in case. Now, some of the other monsters that I run are 1 Botanical Girl to search out a Phoenician cluster or a Dandelion depending on what I need. A Hedge Guard to protect one of my monsters for 1 turn. It works pretty damn good. A Morphing Jar, again to dump my hand in the graveyard. Morphing Jar so I can mill from the top of my deck and get a +1 when he gets destroyed. And a Necrogarna just because he's really good and stops an attack. Now moving on to the traps, I run 1 Ceasefire for burn damage. 2 Secret Barrels because they're chainable and I can usually deal about 1600, 1800 damage. 1 Magic Cylinder. Sometimes it does not go off, sometimes it does. That's why I only run 1. And this is one of the key cards, Needlebug's Nest. If you guys don't know what this is basically, it dumps the top of your deck to the graveyard, so you can get your Volcanic Counters in there, you can get your Dandelions, you can get your Necrogarna, you can get your Phoenician clusters, whatever you need. This deck relies a lot on the graveyard. Alright, that's it YouTube. Thank you.